Hey, uh, so I had an idea. I wanted to do a personal attention video, basically giving you some comfort and shit, but I don't know you. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know if anything's wrong. There's no possible way I could make a video that would really help in any way, so the idea was, just tell me what's wrong. Genius. Right, to explain that further, if you want to, and I want you to, just let me know what's up, either in the comments or in a personal message, preferably in the comments, because there's a lot of people out there who suffer with the same things, and, you know, maybe there's a little bit of bonding that can happen. I basically want you to just kind of tell me what's up, and I'll reply to pretty much every single comment that lets me know, because that way I can give you like actual personal attention, and it'll be through a comment. But I figured that was better than pretending that I know what's up or giving you generic "it's gonna be okay" when I've got no fucking idea whether or not it's gonna be okay. I don't know. We'll see. I hope so, but I don't know. So instead of doing that, just tell me what's up. This is a bit of a different approach to personal attention videos, because, you know, they're not normally like this. So while I'm just talking here, just head down to the comments, and if you're first, don't worry about it. You know, people aren't gonna judge you or whatever. Just head down to the comments and let this video play, preferably, so I can get some audience retention. But, you know, let me know what's up. Now, I don't do this on my channel, but I'm going to make this particular video a safe space. Personally, I dislike anything like that, because I don't really believe that you should be preventing people from saying what they want to say. But in this case, I'll make an exception. I'm a fan of design, and that's how I'm justifying it. It's good design to have a personal attention video where people open up, be a place where they can open up without any sort of judgment from anyone else. So if anyone does fuck with you, I got your back, right? So don't worry about it. I'm gonna not just remove comments, I straight up will block anyone fucking with anyone, because I'm having none of that shit. So you can talk about, I don't know, how your day went, if things are difficult at school, or I don't know, maybe you just haven't come out to your parents or something. I don't know, maybe you're struggling with whatever. It doesn't matter. There is like zero judgment, partly because I don't give a fuck how you are as an individual. And you might think, well, that's a good thing. You can be you. That's fine. I could not possibly care less about how you choose to live your life. So I'm not going to sit there and judge you. You know, it's not a sweat off my scrot. But if you're having genuine difficulty, then I want to help, regardless of whether or not we see eye to eye. It doesn't matter. So just feel free. In the meantime, while you're writing that comment, which I hope you already started, I'm going to be talking about me. I'm going to discuss things that I struggle with, so that you're not alone. I suck at talking to people in general, and so I don't talk to people in general. I don't have any friends that aren't someone I work with to some capacity or some degree. I don't really have friends that I just hang out with. And if I do hang out with people, it's like extremely rare. It's once in a blue moon. I'm not sure if I consider it a problem for me, but it sure is something I can't change. I don't feel like I have the capacity to have friends or go out and socialize with people without feeling overloaded, without feeling like I'm not really being me. And that's, it's kind of shitty. At the same time, I recognize there's a lot of benefits with having cool people to hang with. That's, it can be fun. I don't have the capacity to do that. And moving on from that, building on that, I simply don't have the capacity to, initiate any sort of romantic relationship. I have tried, and it's had some very, very mild success, but the last time I tried, I couldn't do it, and I entered into depression, broke down, had to call it off because I simply was not capable of keeping that shit up the way it was, and so I'm pretty fucking useless in social settings, which is kind of funny because I work at a bar. I'm a bartender, and you'd think that would be the worst job in the world for me, but luckily they let me be me, and they let me take frequent breaks so that I can get away from the crowds when I need to, so that's nice. And if everything goes to hell, then I can just sit outside with the dude guarding the door, so that's cool. You might have noticed I have my plushie toy, Poyo Poyo. He's got like holes on the side, so you can put the arms or your hands inside, which is really cool. And I sleep with this dude every night. Not in that way, but you know what I'm saying. He helps me out. He's my friend. If you have a friend too, let me know. You can like edit your comment if you've already written it, but go for it. Well, oh, yeah. So, other shit in my life, I guess. Not that I consider it so much of an issue in my life, but I am currently getting diagnosed to see whether or not I have autism, more specifically, probably Asperger's. So far, I've had a few sessions, answered a lot of questions. Like 150 to 200 questions. And the psychologist is of the opinion that I probably have Asperger's syndrome. But they have to talk with family members and do a lot of other stuff before they can give me any final word on that. And for me, it's I kind of hope I do have it, because if I don't, then I kind of just feel like I'm just a useless human being without any reason to be. So that's a little weird. That's a weird thought to have. You kind of want to have sort of a reason to be the person you are. But maybe I just suck. I don't know. so there's that. Let's hope I don't. Well, I do suck, but I don't know. I'm not looking for an excuse. I'm looking for a reason. I'm a logical person, generally speaking, and so I like to be able to attribute effects to causes, and that helps me deal with them. Things have to be logical. I like logic. What else? I'm relatively poor. May not come across that way. You see me here with 2 expensive microphones. I didn't pay for those. I worked at a theatre festival and I got these for doing so. So that was nice. Yeah. And most of the equipment that I had from years ago when I had full employment. But yeah, and relative to the country that I live in, I'm pretty poor. I eat cheaply and I don't eat a lot. I can't fully fund the projects that I want to work on, and they're projects that I really need, and they are projects that without I don't think I could live. I'm the kind of person who has to follow their dreams, who has to be the one I am, and if I can't do that, then I simply can't cope. I suck at not being me. Luckily, I'm in a position now where I can be me. I didn't grow up that way. I grew up in a very religious, strict environment, and I wasn't able to be me. And I think a lot of other people have had experience with that too. And if you are in that situation, maybe you are, I don't know, just disagree with some of the stuff you've been taught, or don't know how to be you in that environment, or maybe you are discovering or have discovered that you are in fact homosexual or bisexual or whatever sexual. Maybe you're just sexual. Maybe you're totally straight, but you want to explore sexuality and you just can't because you feel restricted. Like, I've been there. I'm straight. When I'll tell you a little bit of a story, actually. It's not really a singular story, it's sort of just in general. I grew up in this religious environment, super restricted, and every teenager has hormones. So, like, I experimented with guys in the church. Not, like, literally inside the church, but, like, from the church, basically. Because if you would as much as be friendly with a girl, people would talk to you and say, no, you can't do that, that's not suitable. So I've actually had, like, homosexual experiences simply because I was too restricted by religion and so on to be able to explore my sexuality properly. And I think that's harmed me later in life. I think that's part of the reason why I can't properly interact with women, because I've never had any practice when I was young and dumb. I'm still pretty dumb, but I'm not as young as I used to be, so I don't have that excuse. Yeah. So if you're in a similar situation, I got you. Sorry, that was gross. But yeah, shit can be weird in religious organizations. I remember when I was 19, I sat on the sofa watching the TV, and there was a girl also sitting in the same room on a different sofa. We were meters apart, watching the same TV. That was it. And we weren't talking, we weren't interacting. I still got talked to. I was an adult at the time, 19, and I was still talked to, and my mother told me, no, that's not suitable. You know? What? It's not suitable for an adult to be sitting in a room with a girl while everybody's awake, by the way. It's not like I'm alone in the house. People are walking around. We're on separate sofas. Like, fuck. It's crazy for me to think about how restricted I was. It's weird to really acknowledge how restricted you can be before you get out of it. Like, once you're out of that situation, you kind of realize, holy crap, like, that's not normal. That's not healthy. It sucks too, because she was really cute. And we did talk. It's not like we weren't interacting outside of that, but, like, they didn't know. And when we were sitting there talking, or rather not talking, but just watching TV, that was what they reacted on. Which means, of course, anything you do has to be in secret. You don't feel like you can be yourself. Even as an adult, you can't really be yourself. And it sucked. So in summary, I'm pretty shit at social interaction. So that's me. That's not all of my problems, I guess, but it's certainly part of them. I hope you've written a comment. I hope you've opened up, so I can, you know, just kind of have a dialogue. And like I mentioned, don't worry, no one's gonna judge you, and if they do, I'm gonna fuck with them and beat the crap out of them, at least to the extent that I can, which is remove comments, block people, etc. I got you. At least when I'm awake. I might also sleep. Don't worry about it though. Alright. I look forward to actually giving you some attention through text.